Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Bubbz and today I'm going to teach you how to get the maximum value out of your kick. This is very important since your interrupt and the mind games that goes into it is what separates a good player from an average one. Before I get on with this video, I want to make a disclaimer. This video doesn't just cover rogues but have the exact same principle for every melee class since every melee class has a stun and can do exactly the same thing. Personally, I only play rogue, so all the clips in this video will be from a rogue pro. To start off with, the safest and most effective way to kick are when your stun jars are about to fall off or are completely off. This is due to the fact that you will get maximum lockdown potential on your setup and your kick CD will also fall during the stun, meaning that in total their healer will have less free time and have a harder time recovering. The reason this is the safest way to kick is because of two things. If you land your kick, you have combo points available, you can spend that on damage and you still get a stun off after the lockout. Or if you miss the kick, you can still stun the next cast and have your setup. This is the safest way to kick and is going to be the way you kick in most of your games. In this clip I'm going to be chaining interrupts with my partner, which I'll talk more about in the next section. To start this off, I trinket and kick the paladin at the end of his wings. Then I follow up my kidney shot, which forces trinket, which I then stun with chip shot forcing bulk. Off that, my mage lands a blink CS on the paladin, and since I have kick available again, the paladin has no way to recover. So a great takeaway from this clip could be that chaining your kicks and following the gaps with a stun will create maximum pressure. If both you and your partner hit your kicks, it will usually be fatal. So the second way of using your kick would be after a stun. This would only happen in two cases. First would be if you can communicate with your partner and make sure that he also has kick, so you can chain your kicks. If you do this and both you and your partner land your kicks, it will create extreme pressure on the enemy team and you have a stun to follow it, and this will guaranteed force either a major cooldown or it could be fatal. You will usually want to do this if your target drops really low and a kick could secure a kill for your team. But this is a very high risk but high reward play, since if you land the kick they will usually die, but if you miss it the healer can easily top himself. Or in this clip, where a mage goes for a blink CS and lands it on the paladin, so he dies on the lockout again. This CS was also very good, because as I said earlier, even if he would have missed it, I still had my kick and my stun DR coming up in about 5 seconds, so I could have covered it regardless. Those were some good kicks, so let me give you an example of a useless kick. So let's say that you stun a Resto Shaman, and off the stun he uses either Earthen Shield Totem or Shield Wall. This will mean that the kick you land after the stun is going to be useless, since they will just top themselves with HOTS and Earth Shield ticks during the lockout, and after your lockout they can spam cast for about 20 seconds without any stops until your stun DR comes up again, so all your pressure will be gone. It's very important to know when to kick so your kick doesn't become useless. Most of the times holding kick will create more pressure than pressing it at all. This is specifically when a healer is low. This is all very situational though, dependent if your partner has kick available or not, or how low the drop after the stun, etc, etc. Potentially allowing one heal to go through will still create more pressure than you being faked and letting the healer top himself. Since you still have your interrupt available, and for him to stabilize, he will still have to go through that to top himself even if he gets one heal off. And allowing yourself to be faked at a crucial time can also give a healer enough time to top himself. This would usually happen if they have a strong healing cooldown such as Ascendance or Wings available. Or if a healer is sub 10%, then if you have damage ready, it's almost always worth kicking, since you can still spam damage and he will die on the recast even if he fakes you. but this is a judgment call you have to make depending on if you think you have enough damage to finish. So in this clip, the paladin Bubbz are about 200k. Due to this, I can't kick him, but this is a cost I would have kicked every time. Because that he's too low to recast, and even if he would have faked me, I still had Mark for Death into an Eviscerate ready to finish him off. So the last topic I want to cover in this video would be variation. So this is a common mistake newer players do, is that they only kick on about 50 to 60% into the cast and they never change it. Better players will take advantage of this and start to fake, meaning that you will lose a lot of pressure if you keep missing your kicks. If we take a look at what I said earlier about when you should kick, how to cover it and when you should hold it, you constantly need to switch it up. This is a constant mind game going on throughout the match with you versus their healer, and the winner of this mind game usually wins the match. So let's take a quick recap of what you've learned in this video. So you've learned how to get maximum value out of your kick. You've learned how to cover for missed kicks, but also how to follow up landed kicks. You have learned that holding your kick can often create more pressure for your team, and you've also learned that you need to have variation in your kicking patterns. Be sure to plus skill if you found this video helpful, and take the information that you've learned in this video and go out and practice your mind games. In about 2 weeks when I'm back home, I hope it's you that I'm facing in the arena. Until next time, peace.